Hi everybody, it's Nunu, and my purpose in this video is to provide an overview of our online journal assignments that we will be completing throughout the semester, and I will be using Online Journal 1, a universe, as an example. So what are these online journal assignments all about? Well, we have a big hint in this image here. Inside a globe, we have a galaxy, and if you're an astronomy geek like I am, you're going to recognize this is a galaxy, not a universe. And we have a description of this image right here. Now, before I read this description, I'm going to tell you I did my best to find an image of the universe, and I couldn't find one I liked on the net, so I settled on this one. But I think it gets my point across, especially when we read this description. So, writer, philosopher, and 1986 Nobel Prize winner Elie Wiesel, who was also a Holocaust survivor, said, "We must see in every person a universe with its own secrets, with its own treasures, and with its own sources of anguish, and with some measure of triumph." So the purpose of this image is to help you to understand what this short writing assignment is all about, capturing a universe, a person in words. So not in this image of glass, but in words, we're going to capture the universe that is one person. So how are we going to do so? Well, you only can use 150 words, which is about half a page. And in these 150 words, try to capture the universe that is one person, yourself or someone else. Use your own words and thoughts so that you produce an original literary work. And I have examples for you, 4 in total, of how to do so. And you'll notice that some of these examples, we have poetry. Can you write a poem? Yes, you can. Now, I'm going to ask you to please observe the 150 word count. If you write more than 150 words, I will return this assignment to you, and it will be a redo. So stay to those 150 words, okay? That's very important. Less is more, sometimes with description, with describing a person. Okay, so the assignment is always due on Friday, the very last minute at 11:59 p.m. And we also have peer evaluations, and they're due the very last minute of Sunday. So what are the peer evaluations about? Respond to 2 of your peers' original literary works in sufficient detail so that you, 1, demonstrate that you've read the work, and 2, can offer constructive feedback. So constructive is building up, helping, it's kind, it's thoughtful, it's insightful. All right. If you have any questions at all about this assignment, I'm over here in inbox, or you can Zoom with me during office hours, and I hope you enjoy this assignment.